Hello, welcome to the More You Know, and today's topic we're gonna talk about three different pairs, and we're gonna talk about which one is best, and we're gonna talk about why do people choose that specific pair and the advantages. Alright, so let's not waste any time, let's get into it. Okay, so now let's start with the Euro USD. And bear in mind, this pair is a good pair for any person learning or starting out. Okay, let me show you why people choose the pair that they do. Personally, I like to choose the British pound versus the Japanese yen, aka GJ. Alright, let's start with the Euro USD. This is a 15-minute chart. And we're going to click on our ruler right here on Trading View. And let's measure the previous 15-minute candle. Which this candle was formed 3:30 a.m. and finished at 3:45 a.m. So let's measure how many pips were in it for Euro USD. So as you can see, you see 8.5. So 8.5 pips were within that candle. Let's look at the British pound versus Japanese yen. Let's measure the previous 15-minute candle, which was moving bullish. As you can see, there was 11.4 pips in this candle. So you guys are starting to see a trend. Alright, now let's look at gold. Same 15-minute candle. This candle closes without a body, but let's still measure the range to see how much pips are involved in this movement, because a pip is a movement of price. So gold had 309. So when you trade in Forex, it's like pips equal money. Pips times your lot size equals money. So the more pips you can get is the more money you can make. And also is the more money you can lose. Bear in mind, the market is 50-50. You guys need to understand that certain pairs are more volatile than others, because as you can see, look at the Euro USD, right? I mean, on the 15-minute, these candles, they look at this one. This one is 3.5 pips, you know, and this one was at, I think this one was at 12:45 a.m. Yeah, but look at this, yo. If you were trading this pair, it's like you're not making any money in this pair, yo. It's moving too slow. But it moving slow, it means it's gonna take a longer time for you to be in profit, and at the same time, might be a longer time for you to be at a loss. So that's why I would recommend this pair for beginners. Now let's look at GJ compared to this pair, which is the Japanese yen versus the British pound. I mean the British pound versus the Japanese yen, because we just looked at the Euro USD, which is the Euro versus the US dollar. So now, just check this out, guys. The same 15-minute. Look how many pips are in these candles, yo. This one had 16.4. This one had 10.8. And just look how, this is live right now, so just look how price is moving, yo. Look at this right here. If you were to enter this move, look, you're already collecting like, it's already moving like 2.6 pips, 3.2 pips, look at that, and it's moving, yo. Look at the Euro USD right now. I mean, it's not moving right now, but only thing that's in this candle is 1.9 pips currently. You know what I mean? So I think this all depends on how much time you have dedicated for trading, because if you're trading this pair, it's slow. So you're gonna be in a trade for like, say, 2 hours, 3 hours before you see the result that you're looking for. Bear in mind, it can be a positive result, it can be a negative result, but do you have 2 to 3 hours to spend on that? Whereas the GJ, which is the British pound Japanese yen, I mean, you can see a result in like 15 minutes to an hour, you know, because it's not wise to hold a trade past, say, 45 minutes. So you can take a trade and you can go on with your day-to-day lives, you know, because you gotta know when to step away from the chart. Yeah, guys, so now let's look back at gold. Gold is a very volatile pair. I mean, just look at this, yo. These are 15-minute candles with, like, you know, massive pit movements, yo. This is like 1,137, yo. So there's a lot of money to be made and lost by trading gold. So now you know why people trade the pair that they trade. And I hope it helps you identify which pair you want to trade, because there are many others, yo. But yeah, these are the most common. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and remember to manage your risk. I'm your host, Castor J. Cuban. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment for future content. Thank you.